Trish faces the challenge in this installment of whether or not trust is a big element of this movie. Whether or not to trust David, the new antagonist, whether or not to trust Four, her beloved, whether or not to trust her instincts in going beyond the wall, whether or not to trust the Bureau. There's a lot of stakes at play when it comes to Chicago and the integrity of it staying together, because it looks like there's another civil war that might break out. And so Trish really has to choose which basket she chooses to place her eggs in. We don't know too much about it, and that's what's so exciting. Trish and Four, when they leave Chicago and they get to the Bureau, they're figuring out the way that this new government runs. They're figuring out who the leader is and how much power that leader has and what the ultimate goal of this leadership regime, or of the leader's regime, is. And Four is able to witness different aspects of the civilization, and Trish is able to witness different aspects. Unfortunately, they have a hard time communicating those two things to one another, but I think one of the biggest challenges for them is just simply interpreting what this world is to them and what it looks like and how it can help Chicago. So according to David, Trish is genetically pure, meaning that she doesn't have any mutations from past genetic altering, in her past, like in her family line. And Four has some mutations from genetic engineering in his genetic history. And so what that does for Trish doesn't see it as any problem that Four is quote unquote damaged, but Four sees it that maybe he's not worthy because he's not considered pure. And I think that plays into his own self-confidence and his own self-assurance, and that creates a rift between the two of them. It's so wonderful and lovely and comfortable and safe, and you feel like you're at summer camp in a way, especially because we're all in a different state. We're in Atlanta. We're not in Los Angeles or New York or London. Everybody's out of their homes and placed together once more, and it feels like you're just playing for a few months. It was amazing working with Jeff. Jeff's really professional. He is passionate about acting, and he's open to the opinions of other people, and was really game for trying new things, and wanted to make sure that that the takes and the scenes were as good as they possibly could be. There's a lot of new technology in this film that we haven't seen in the other films, so I think audiences will be excited to see the new aircrafts, the new weaponry, the new ways in which this future world functions.